You're listening to the Everything Jewish 10 Minutes at a Time podcast, where you'll learn about every Jewish topic imaginable in about 10 minutes. And as always, I apologize for all of my Hebrew pronunciation. I know I'm going to pronounce Hebrew words wrong, so instead of getting annoyed, I give you permission to laugh at how I say things. Today's topic is Purim. If you've ever thought, Judaism needs a holiday that combines costumes, noisemakers, pastries, and just the right amount of chaos, well, Purim is here to deliver. Often called the Jewish Mardi Gras, Purim is loud, festive, and maybe the most fun holiday on the Jewish calendar. Forget fasting or sitting quietly in synagogue. Purim is about dressing up, shouting down villains, and eating cookies shaped like hats, or ears, depending on who you ask. It's based on the biblical book of Esther, a tale of courage, identity, and plot twists that would make Netflix jealous. In short, an evil advisor tries to wipe out the Jews of Persia, a brave queen saves the day, and Jews celebrate by partying like it's 5th century BCE Shushan. Buckle up, because Purim is equal parts sacred, silly, and sugary. So what's the story behind Purim? Picture ancient Persia, where King Ahasuerus rules with a flair for drama. His new queen, Esther, is secretly Jewish, while his right-hand man, Haman, is basically the original mustache-twirling villain. Haman hatches a plan to destroy the Jews, casting lots, or Purim in Hebrew, to choose the date. But Esther, with the help of her cousin Mordecai, risks everything by revealing her identity to the king and pleading for her people. Plot twist: Haman's plan backfires, and he ends up on the gallows he built for Mordecai. Talk about karma. The Jews are saved, and a new holiday is born. It's a story of hidden identity, bravery, and divine providence hiding in the background. And like all good stories, it's got villains, heroes, royal banquets, and enough suspense to keep kids wide-eyed during the synagogue reading. Plus, you get to boo loudly whenever Haman's name comes up. The central ritual of Purim is reading the Megillah, or Book of Esther, in synagogue. And this isn't your typical quiet Torah reading. Every time Haman's name is mentioned, which is a lot, the crowd erupts with boos, groggers, those loud spinning noisemakers, stomping and shouting. It's like a sporting event where everyone is united against one villainous player. Kids love it because it's the one time in synagogue they're encouraged to make noise, not shushed. Adults love it because it feels cathartic, like booing the bad guy in a pantomime. The Megillah reading is filled with drama, beauty contests, palace intrigue, secret identities, and ironic reversals. If it were a TV series, it would definitely be binge-worthy. And since it's read twice, once at night and once the next morning, you get a double feature. It's religion meets theater, complete with audience participation, and it never gets old. Purim is also about costumes, and this is where the party really takes off. Tradition says Esther concealed her identity until the right moment, Maya, so dressing up reminds us of hidden truths. But modern practice? It's basically Jewish Halloween. Kids dress as Esther, Mordecai, or more often, superheroes, princesses, or whatever costumes were on sale at Target. Adults get in on the fun too, with everything from silly group themes to elaborate DIY outfits. Synagogues and community centers often host costume parades, carnivals, and contests, turning Purim into a community-wide costume party. It's not just for kids, though. The playfulness helps break down barriers, reminding everyone that joy and silliness can be holy too. The disguise theme also has a deeper message. Life isn't always what it seems, but even in a world of masks, truth and justice can shine through. Also, let's be honest, who doesn't want a holiday that encourages cosplay? And then there's food, because what's a Jewish holiday without snacks? The star treat of Purim is hamantaschen, triangular cookies filled with jam, poppy seeds, or chocolate. Some say they're shaped like Haman's hat, others say they're his ears. Either way, the symbolism is simple. Eat the villain, win the story. Bakeries churn out hamantaschen in endless flavors, from Nutella to peanut butter to rainbow sprinkles. Families bake them together, kids sneak spoonfuls of filling, and everyone debates the best flavor. Spoiler, chocolate always wins. Beyond cookies, Purim meals are festive, loud, and often feature plenty of wine. In fact, tradition even says you should drink until you can't tell the difference between Blessed Mordecai and Cursed Haman. While most people stop short of total confusion, the idea is clear. Joy should overflow. Purim food is sweet, playful, and symbolic. just like the holiday itself. And yes, hamantaschen taste better in costume. Purim also comes with 4 special mitzvot, or commandments. First, hearing the Megillah. That's the loud, interactive story time. Second, mishloach manot, sending food gifts to friends. These are like care packages, usually with hamantaschen, fruit, and snacks. Basically, it's Judaism's original snack box subscription. Third, matanot la'evyonim, giving to the poor, because no one should be left out of the celebration. And fourth, having a Purim feast, or soda, which is a big, joyous meal with family and community. Together, these mitzvot balance the silly with the serious. You celebrate, but you also make sure others can celebrate too. It's Judaism's way of saying joy isn't real unless it's shared. These acts turn Purim from just another holiday into a blend of laughter, generosity, and responsibility. After all, what's the point of cookies and costumes if someone else goes hungry? Purim teaches that joy multiplies when it's passed around. One of the coolest parts of Purim is how it transforms synagogues and communities. For one day, solemn spaces become carnivals. Purim spiels, comedic plays retelling the story of Esther, are performed, often with parodies of popular songs. Picture the story of Haman set to Taylor Swift or Hamilton lyrics, and you've got the idea. Kids' carnivals feature bounce houses, games, and face painting. Adults might attend Purim parties with music, dancing, and lots of laughter. Some rabbis even deliver sermons in costume, because why not? Purim blurs the line between sacred and silly, reminding people that joy itself can be a form of holiness. For a community that spent centuries facing challenges, Purim is a reminder that survival isn't just about enduring. It's about celebrating loudly, laughing in the face of adversity, and remembering that sometimes joy is the best revenge. The hidden themes of Purim make it unique. Unlike other biblical books, the name of God never appears in the book of Esther. That's right, not once. But the message is clear. Even when God isn't mentioned, divine presence is still felt behind the scenes. This teaches that miracles don't always look like seas parting or burning bushes. Sometimes they're disguised as coincidences, courage, or timing. That's why masks and costumes fit so well. Purim is about what's hidden and revealed. It's about recognizing that even when the world looks random or unfair, justice and goodness can emerge. Esther's bravery shows that individuals can make a huge difference, even when the odds are stacked against them. That deeper layer makes Purim more than just cookies and costumes. It's a holiday about faith, identity, and the belief that light can shine even when it seems hidden. And yes, it comes with sprinkles. Purim's timing also adds to its charm. It falls in late winter or early spring, just when people are sick of cold, gray days. Suddenly, here comes a holiday full of color, laughter, and sugar. In Israel, Purim is celebrated with parades, street parties, and citywide festivals. Think Jewish Mardi Gras with more hamantaschen. In the diaspora, communities create carnivals and parades too. Purim is accessible, joyful, and welcoming. Kids who might squirm through other holidays love it, and adults appreciate the release. In a way, Purim has become one of the most outwardly fun Jewish holidays, showing the world that Judaism isn't only about rules and reflection, it's also about joy, creativity, and humor. And honestly, when you see a rabbi in a superhero costume leading a parade of kids dressed as Elsa and Spider-Man, you realize Purim is proof that religion can be seriously fun. So that's Purim in about 10 minutes. It's the holiday of courage and comedy, of villains booed and cookies chewed, of generosity, disguises, and noisy celebrations. Purim is serious in its origins but playful in its observance, reminding Jews to laugh, to share, and to celebrate identity openly. It's about recognizing hidden miracles, honoring bravery, and making sure everyone gets a share of the joy. With its costumes, carnivals, cookies, and chaos, Purim is Judaism at its most colorful and outrageous. Thanks for joining me on this whirlwind tour of Purim. Stick around for the next episode, where we'll explore another Jewish holiday in about 10 minutes. Until then, have a joyful Purim. May your hamantaschen be filled with chocolate, and may your grogger be loud enough to drown out any villain.